Derek's gonna be first up. Wait, switch. Did I do that yet? Derek's gonna be first up. Where Swine Butcher got himself a bit of a Phantom Knives. Looks like he's gonna go for a stab. Swine Butcher swapping to a different place that got himself a cheat death build. With Exsanguinate? Wait, he might have himself a Giga Bleed build. Wait, this guy might have a Giga Bleed build. I don't know if Derek's is ready. I don't know if Dirks is ready. Swine might have himself some Giga. I like that Mog. It looks so like relaxing, so chill. Gonna be a big Vendetta burst. Swine tricked out of it immediately. Gonna be Dirks with a cheap shot for a second. Back to it's gonna be Dirks with a trick and immediately gonna be Swine Butcher getting turned around on though. Oh my goodness, Swine Butcher might be in big trouble. Quick shot is A innovation. Dirks trying to stay on him. It's gonna be a Night Fate. Trying to see if he can move out of the way. It looks like Swine might be able to get himself a reset. He does catch a reset. Does he stab Dirks? No. Looks like Dirks gets him out of the way. Waiting for a second. Get a shot at Dirks. Does he turn around? Dirks doesn't set that stun for long at all, though. Swine with an evasion. Trying to see if he might be able to get himself a reset. Dirks definitely has poisons on him, but he's trying to see if he can take down Swine. Still going to be cheat death available for Swine Butcher. Might just die here. He's trying to see if he can survive. That cheat death is the hardest working cheat death I've ever seen. Oh my god, with a Dwarven Racial does get himself a recovery. He's trying to go the full ultimate cheese with Exsanguination. Just trying to melt these boys. Dirks was quick with a draw with that Cloak of Shadows. Do you need that for the Sepsis? Sepsis hits super hard inside of that tier set. Cheap shot on Dirks. Trying to make some dots happen. Shadow step by Dirks. Trying to let Swine Butcher escape. It still isn't tricky in case he needs to. Gonna be Resonator chicken. Might. Oh! Dirks just set himself a good old go. That Resonator was there. The grenade, just in case things went bad. Telrion gonna be up next versus Dirks. He does go for that Kyrian go versus Dirks. Or versus Telrion. But he is looking for a complete reset, complete escape versus the Fury Warrior. This pillar might not be Telrion's best friend. I think it's kind of large enough where the rogue might be able to dive behind the pillar. Dirks trying to see if he can make a play. Shadow Strikes are flying in. Telrion does pop a defensive though, and Rage Regeneration does get used. As he gets hit by this arm, Dirks just looking to whittle him out of the way, just looking to stab him, dismantle him little by little, take him apart one by one, piece by piece. Telrion trying to see if he might be able to get himself a proc, a wreck. Looks like he's going to back up out of there. Seeing cooldown, seeing evasion out of Dirks. Seeing the fireworks flying, seeing Dirks dancing for joy. This one, Telrion's going to back up out of there. Not a bad move, honestly. And Telrion just needs to find a way to keep Dirks in combat somehow. Does throw a weapon at him. Dirks diving into stealth, is able to maintain stealth because he gets a shield as he does in the stealth. Get a shot on Telrion, has a trick, and does choose to burn it. Dirks does not have evasion anymore. Massive damage onto Telrion. Does get himself a big recovery with the Battle Masters. Could go for a mad heal. Banner up. Dirks has nowhere to go except maybe for a vanish. Now the question is, can Telrion catch up to him? Charging around him. Potentially, if he could just ramp up a bunch of damage with Dirks, he might be in a great spot. Blind and Telrion does separate from him. The Kevin Slime is keeping Dirks in combat though. And that's exactly what Dirks is going to do. Build up to call points, maybe get a shot on Telrion. That goes in Northern Rage Regen. Is it going to be enough, though? I think this might just go down. Oh, Dirks just not giving these boys a chance. Just trying to see if he can dismantle the team one by one before he has to fight the Feral Druids. We hit a 7-minute mark. Was dampening finally slowly creeping up into that 13-minute mark. Alonia is going to be up next, trying to see if he might be able to find Dirks, sitting bare from letting the rogue open up with a Shadow Strike. That's going to be a Rupture. Dirks is going to want to get a bit of dam, win into the cat form, and try to see if he can dive in with a kidney shot. Barks, it might not be enough to keep this Feral alive. It's going to have a Frenzied Region proccing though. Cheap shot by Dirks. Does not use Shadow Blades here, so if he maybe committed all that damage, maybe might have been able to blast through the tough exterior with a bark skin of this Feral Druid. Dirks trying to desperately find him, might just have to pick up eyes and immediately rush towards Alonia. Seeing that flesh cat, realized that he's super far away. Unless he mounted immediately to look for Alonia, that's the only way he was going to be able to catch him. Another kidney shot, barks it back up. Does Dirks have no damage? Does the Resonator chicken could potentially be big? Alonia with a cheap shot again. Oh, Dirks does end up taking him out. Must have been a crit. Taking him out with Papa come back. Are you sending? Oh no. At least he gets a bit of a break. At least this rogue gets a bit of a break. At least it's not a Feral Druid back to back. At least it's a Retribution Paladin. So at least you don't have to deal with a Feral versus Feral again. Because dealing with the double Feral, all those bleeds, you definitely need some cooldowns. For the Paladin, I think you might be able to like. As a rogue, you definitely need cooldowns versus a Paladin, but you might be able to maybe live. There's gonna be big damage. Oh, Fetty! Woo! And the grenade just went off. Oh my goodness. Fanny was like, you know what? I think Fanny heard me. I think Fanny heard what I was saying. Oh, as a rogue, you're definitely gonna not. Oh my god, Ragna, what's going on with you? Immediate karma's Ragna. Yo, Fanny, I don't know what you got going on. Fanny, I wanna. Okay, somebody check Fanny's weapon. I know it's a sword. I know they're using a mog, but I'm starting to think maybe they found a stick outside somewhere out in the yard, and they found like a mini nuke from Fallout. They slapped them two together, taped them together with a with some tape, duct tape, and they're just slamming a mini warhead on people's heads. I feel like there's something illegal going on here. Ragnar trying to see if I'm able to turn around versus Fanny. Fanny does have immunity, still no more trinket. Human racial still available. Ragnar taking lots of damage. It does get behind the pillar at the last second, trying to hide in a bomb shelter for cover. As Fanny is just not giving these boys an opportunity. With a quick charge, quick jab over to Fanny, might be able to force out a defensive. Fanny taking quite a bit of damage though. Stone onto Ragnar. The Pets is still doing a lot of damage. Big old hammer, big old wings. I think it was a proc there too. Archie up next versus Fanny, trying to give him a bit of opportunity to get a bit of a rematch, to get an honor duel. Proper honor duel for this paladin. Finally beginning a breather for everybody, and a little bit of healing for Fanny. See how his cooldowns rolling. Are he going to be charging out? Big thunder as the gusts are in. Massive damage to Fanny. What was that burst? Oh my god, Archie, what'd you just do to him? Fanny still isn't able to recover. They got bubble, they got immunity, trying to get himself some healing. Still struggling to recover. 40% damage, but it's going to be resonant trinket. I think Fanny's massive belly blast. Oh, my boy, Archie. What'd you do to him? Popping off. And Papa come back, gonna be up next versus Archie. Trying to avoid the thunder totem, or capacitor totem, is gonna get hit by it. Archie needs a bit of recovery here. 42% dampener. As the Pharaoh is setting up all the Blade's main resonator, I think it's not giving him a chance. Not giving him a chance at all. Bash, yeah. How'd you live that? Okay, there's no way you'll survive that, but you just lived that full burst of bleeds. Archie trying to see if he might be able to turn around. Wait, Papa is in trouble. Wait, Papa's got a low health. Massive belly blast. Wait a second. Papa could go down. Lightning bolt. Wait, Archie. Oh, Archie just almost turned around. Yeah, there's no... I was surprised you lived that bleeds as long as you did. That was a full resonator, full bleeds, loaded up, back-to-back stuns, and you almost turned around to Papa. I feel like if dampener wasn't nearly as high, I feel like that would have been the play. 50% dampening, trying to go for as much first aid as he can. Papa just going for a cheeky moonfire. There's going to be a lead by Kragar. He's at some point just going to have to commit some damage. Going to be a trinket maim out of it. Going to be a blaze storm to break out of the root. Papa looking to just run away from him. Kragar might decide to go for the most amount of mobility. Quick roar. I think Papa just trying to see if he can bleed out Kragar. He's trying to avoid him as best as possible. Kragar, does he go for the eyes? He could have. Got himself a Battle Master trinket to give himself a bit more health to work with. Flesh cut by Papa. Kragar with a flesh cut of his own. Trying to give himself as much of survivability as possible. I think he knows he might be able to truck down Papa if he goes in for full burst. He just needs to get an angle. Maim, Papa rolling in, not going for the incarnate bleed. I think he's just trying to see if he can whittle out Kragar. Yeah, the Fury Warrior, unless he can maybe go for like a heal right now, real quick. Unless he get one, it's over. Ooh, quick charge. Roared for a second, but still continued the charge for a minute there. Got himself in rage regen, but I think it's over. Axe toss around the corner. Avid is trying to go in for all. Just put everything in there. Put all the burst on the line. Stun to get him to Papa to follow. More to call. Keep the Feral out in the open. Tricky by the Feral. Still gonna just rampage on by all these pets. It's gonna be opposite next to him. Definitely should work down the opposite at some point. It's gonna be tiring. And once you get himself a good blaster onto Papa, it's gonna be poured. Interrupt onto Papa right now. All the pets are still on him. And I would just need to get another set of Demon Doggers and it would be in a great spot. Massive bite of those pets with a wall to follow. Papa trying to go for regrowth. Maybe one of those pets could go for an axe toss anytime now. Potentially. One of the pets definitely has to have it. Trick it out of bad way immediately to get hit with a bash. Papa trying to find a way to run out of this, but I think it's over. Yeah, I think... I don't know if Kragar really forced any cooldowns out of the Feral, but I would definitely finish it off at the end. Dirk's really popping off with 3 kills. Fanny coming in and just slamming out of the park. Well done, boys. I love that. Hell yeah. Let's get another one going. Maybe if Calf is ready, we can get Fanny versus Calf.